What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Triple B News channel. Today we're going to be discussing the new report policy in Call of Duty Warzone and how people are getting banned for reporting cheaters in game. So let's crack on with the news. We're actually going to start this news story on something a little bit positive related to Call of Duty, but we will lead into what's happening regarding report policy in the game. Call of Duty have put out a tweet on their official Call of Duty account that says hashtag Team Ricochet is thrilled to share with the community several updates to Ricochet, including the hallucination decoy and in-game reporting live in Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. Ricochet answered cheat reports with a link there. So they've started off by their positive, which is about the hallucinations, and we will be getting into that shortly. And they go on about the report policy in the game. So some of you guys might be wondering what the hallucinations are, and we're going to get into that right now. We've taken this section from their official post. The link on that tweet led to a full article regarding the new updates to Team Ricochet. Hallucinations can be hidden and positioned anywhere relative to a suspicious player in the world. As shown in the example above, we will show you that example shortly, guys. The team can place the hallucination near a suspicious player, forcing them to self-identify as a cheater if they engage with the clone character in any way. Like hallucinations as a mitigation, the character model displays legitimate data when viewed in cheat and also will trigger things like aimbots. Note, the character outline and information in the image above was manually added using photo editing tools to demonstration purposes only. Why did we build hallucinations? This mitigation is a first but foundational step in one of many efforts to combat what the community refers to as non-rage hackers. These are cheaters using prohibited tools for additional in-game information, giving them an unfair advantage against other players. Using these tools is against our security and enforcement policy and will result in account bans. So this is definitely positive news that the game are actually willing to go out of their way and incorporate what is essentially ghost models, ghost players for the legitimate player base. So nobody who's legit will be able to see them, but the cheaters will. This is something that we've been speaking about for a long time, something the whole community has been speaking about. This would be a great way to catch cheaters. So obviously Team Ricochet have been working hard on that in the background, right? But this shows that they have been able to do something like this from very early on and have chose to only do it now after over 3 years of Warzone 1 being released and now Warzone 2 being released for a fair while. So something is kind of digging in the back of my mind. It says within that section we read out that if they engage with that player model in any way, the hallucination player model in any way, that it can lead to an account ban. So, for example, you're a legitimate player and say you just so happen to aim down sight at that player model. You don't know it's there. This can cause a problem. So there needs to be, ways around that. I'm sure Call of Duty have got that together, right? Probably not. Which actually brings us to the next point about Call of Duty and Ricochet and Activision not really having their priorities straight, not having things in the right order. This is a notification you can see in the image there. It says in-game reporting policy. This is an update to the policy. Malicious reporting has been added to the security and enforcement policy. Knowingly submitting false reports or spam reporting legitimate players may lead to account penalties, up to and including warnings or permanent account suspension. For more info, scan the QR code. Now let that sink in for just a minute. That if you are knowingly submitting false reports or spam reporting legitimate players, it could lead to your account being banned. Now, we need to take into consideration the fact that the kill cams on this game, Warzone 2, have never once been okay. You never see things in real time. It's either sped up, slowed down, glitching, or there is some sort of issue with it that makes the aim look like it's snapping. I know firsthand from playing on the PlayStation 5 in PlayStation-only lobbies that the kill cam can make it look like somebody is rage hacking. So yes, you would report them. But all this is going to do now is deter people from reporting anyone. With how well cheats can actually be hidden and how they can be fine-tuned to where they look like just a little bit more than what the game can offer, then this becomes a problem. This is going to scare people away from reporting. And remember that Activision from the very early days of Warzone had their only anti-cheat, which was the player base, the report system. So people have been reporting people they believe to be cheaters, and now you are being told if you report somebody too much, or if you report a legitimate player, you could have your account banned. So what is it? Have we not helped enough as a community reporting cheaters in the game? Or did it not go the way they expected by relying on us instead of incorporating an anti-cheat? It seems like Activision have taken a wrong turn here, and it seems like this is swaying more in the favour of the large streamers who have been getting shadow banned quite a lot because of in-game reports. Right? So this is becoming a problem for streamers. So the game have incorporated a feature to tell us, the casuals, you do not get to report people in a spamming manner. It's an absolute joke. So one thing's for sure, if you want to keep your account, don't cheat, and do not report cheaters in the game. Remember that Activision incorporated that report option so that we, as a player base, could help them do their job. So what I would suggest now is to take a step back, let them do their own job. It seems like Ricochet anti-cheats features that they're incorporating are going to be able to do a decent job anyway, right? So they don't need us, the player base, anymore to be reporting potential cheaters. I wouldn't risk your account if you've spent money on that account, if you've spent a lot of time ranking that account up, playing the game on it. Don't risk it by reporting anyone. So any cheaters in the game now, even if they're rage hacking, I just wouldn't chance it. Let Activision do their job. All this is doing is pushing the casual player base away. And the casual player base makes up the majority of the Warzone player base. Well, aside from cheaters. So just let that sink in, guys. If you did enjoy today's news, hit that thumbs up. Let's try and get this video to 200 likes. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's news. Triple B, over and out.